Hello, and welcome to another edition of How to Speak and Understand Glaswegian. Alright, troops. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at threats and signs of aggression. Despite being voted the friendliest city in Europe, the people of Glasgow, as in any culture, have the occasional disagreement. Or as they say in Glasgow, aye, sometimes we fight. Now, in order to avoid being affected by any of these disagreements or confrontations, there are some key phrases and signs that you need to be aware of. The first sign that a confrontation is about to take place in Glasgow is when the aggressor confronts his opponent of choosing. The aggressor will normally gain the attention of his opponent by saying, "How you? How you?" This is almost always accompanied with an insult such as, "How you ya wido? Ya wido." This name refers to someone who is particularly obnoxious or arrogant. Naturally, wido, in this case, can be substituted for a variation of obscenities which we will not be covering in these videos. The second sign of a dispute is a visual sign. When confronted by an aggressor, or indeed confronting an opponent, a Glaswegian person will contort their face in a disgusted fashion. Much like the face of a baby after sucking a lemon. After both parties have exchanged lemon baby faces, one member of the dispute will invite their opponent to engage in fisticuffs by saying, "Mon'en! Mon'en." Now, if you remember from the previous lesson, the Glaswegian people like to shorten their sentences in order to allow more efficient use of their time. This is another classic example of that. Mon'en is a shortened version of the phrase, "Come on then." As saying "come on then" is clearly far too time consuming, we forget the start of the word come, we forget the start of the word then, the E at the end of come isn't pronounced anyway, and we're left with mon'en. Saying mon'en to another individual is not only an invitation to fisticuffs, but also an audible warning to passers-by that violence is imminent. After being invited to engage in fisticuffs, a Glaswegian person may accept the invite, or in some cases he might advise his opponent to retract the invitation by claiming, "I'll bust you. I'll burst you." If the aggressor chooses to ignore this advice, fisticuffs is likely to occur. In Glasgow, this is commonly referred to as a square go. The term square go refers to the even sides of a square to suggest that no weapons or outside influence should alter or affect the outcome of the confrontation. Well, that's all we have time for this week, but be sure to click the subscribe button and tune in next time when we look at family life and terms of endearment. Oh, catchy's efter. But probably one of the most popular social addresses in Glasgow is an acknowledgement of the individual's stature and gender. For example, "Alright, big man,